Title, the 1869 Fireside Chat. Scene, a dimly lit rustic room with a large fireplace crackling in the background. 2 old chairs are occupied by our hosts, each with a glass of whiskey in hand. Evening, folks. Jedediah here, from the north. Clendrit veteran, louder and more brash. And it's Clem from the south, here to tell it like it is. No sugarcoating. We're here to chew over the state of our nation, 4 years after the war. Reconstruction. What's your beef with it, Clem? My beef, Jed? It's all this forced mixing and meddling. They're trying to stitch us back together, but the seams are all wrong. Now, Clem, we've got to rebuild. Can't dwell on old grudges. The world's changing. We're one nation now, whether it sits easy or not. Change ain't always for the better. I see it in town. The tension's high and trust's low. But I reckon we need some sort of moving forward. That's just it. Moving forward. We might not agree on how, but we agree it's necessary. Let's focus on what we share, like this fine whiskey. Suppose if whiskey can unite us, there's hope yet. Maybe we'll find common ground after all. To common ground, then, and to facing the future, however bumpy the road. Clem grunts in agreement, raising his glass. To the future, bumpy roads and all.
Can you make it less hopeful?
Certainly. Here's a version that's a bit more realistic about the unresolved tensions of the time. Title, the 1869 Fireside Chat. Scene, a shadowy, sparsely furnished room with a large fireplace crackling in the background. 2 rugged chairs are occupied by our hosts, each nursing a glass of whiskey. East Rough, evening, Jedediah here, fought for the Union. And it's loud and harsh. And it's Clem, proud and unbowed from the Confederacy. Tonight we're talking about the so-called peace of Reconstruction. Clem, you got a piece to say? Peace? Ain't no peace here, Jed. It's control. Yankees telling us how to live. Who to respect. Ain't right. Control or not. We're one country now. Gotta find some way to live together without tearing each other's throats out. Live together? They're in my town, making laws, taking seats. Don't sit right with me nor my folks. It's a bitter pill, I'll grant you. But fighting's done. What's left if not to talk? Try to understand each other. Understanding's a luxury. What I see is survival. We keep to ours, you keep to yours. Suppose that's how it'll be then. But we're here now, sharing this space. This whiskey, even if it's just for tonight. Clem grunts, non-committally, swirling his whiskey. For tonight, then, to whiskey and uneasy truces. To whiskey and uneasy truces. Thanks for tuning in, if you did. Sometimes that's all we can agree on. Fade out with the sound of the fire and a long, uneasy silence. This version maintains a more sober tone, reflecting the enduring rifts of the period.
Long, uneasy silence.
How does this one fit with your vision?
Perfectly. That was absolutely perfect, Clyde.
I'm glad you liked it. Have fun recording your skit, and I hope it turns out great for your podcast. If you need anything else, just let me know.
Hype. Can you hang up the phone? My hands are busy.
I can't actually hang up for you, but you should be able to just say, hang up. Or use the physical end call button on your phone. Let me know if there's anything else you need before you go.
No, that's all. Hang up.
I can't end the call myself, but you can just say end call or press the end call button on your device. Take care.
End call.
I can't hang up the call for you.
He's a liar. He's a liar. Anyways, welcome to, oh God, what's the name of our podcast now? We changed our name. That's a beautiful intro.
Yeah.
What are we called? The Uninformational Educational Show?
Yes, welcome to the Uninformational Educational Show. I changed the name to something a little more fitting, considering that neither of us are a part of the LGBTQ plus community.
You know what? With how much we flirt and do things that are not family friendly.
Palm the mic real quick.
We are your hosts, Ryan and Jacob, and that was the intro.
Yes, the Uninformational Educational Show. We got a new picture and everything. It's AI generated. Today we have a skit.
They just heard.
Um,
We're gonna make it better.
They don't know that they just heard that. I never planned on keeping it 100% in there, and then you just started doing an intro. I wanted to do it.
Dude, that was a whole 4-minute intro of us trying to make AI racist. We need to keep that.
But no.
Please.
But no.
Why?
Because it's bad.
It's perfection.
I'm taking it out.
Why?
We're reading this.
I'm making it worse.
Because I don't want it to just be read in this funny little voice the whole time.
We can do it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, I've said it a couple times.
All right. Here we go.
Sorry, I'm getting in
All right.
I'm getting in character.
Here we go. You already know who he's playing.
Scene. A shadowy, sparsely furnished room with a large fireplace crackling in the background. 2 rugged chairs are occupied by our hosts, each nursing a glass of whiskey. Jedediah, a Union veteran, voice rough like gravel.
How does that sound?
Evening. Jedediah here. Fought for the Union.
Clem. Confederate veteran, voice loud and harsh. And it's Clem, proud and unbowed from the Confederacy.
Tonight we're talking about the so-called peace of the Reconstruction. Clem, you got a piece to say?
Peace? Ain't no peace here. Jed, it's control. Yankees telling us how to live. Who to respect. Ain't right.
Control or not, we're one country now. Gotta find some way to live together without tearing each other's throats out.
Live together? They're in my town. Making laws. Taking seats. Don't sit right with me, nor my folks.
It's a bitter pill, I'll grant you. But fighting's done. What's left if not to talk? What's left if not to talk? Try to understand each other.
Understanding's a luxury. What I see is survival. We keep to ours. You keep to yours.
Suppose that's how it'll be then. But we're here now, sharing this space, this whiskey, even if it's just for tonight.
Clem grunts non-committally, swirling his whiskey. For tonight, then, to whiskey and uneasy truces.
To whiskey and uneasy truces. Thanks for tuning in, if you did. Sometimes that's all we can agree on. Fade out with the sound of the fire and a long, uneasy silence.
Sorry there.
Sorry!
Sorry!
All right, let's do another one. What do you... Type something
Why are you handing this to me? Okay.
I'm going to pause this. We'll be right back.
I wanna be.
All right,
Mike
this
or
might
Joe?
be mildly offensive. He just typed something in. We're going to read it.
This might get cut.
Who do you want?
I'll take Mike.
I'm going to take Joe. Scene. A small, dimly lit studio filled with podcasting equipment. 2 hosts, Mike and Joe, sit across from each other, each with a microphone.
Welcome back, folks, to another episode of the Straight Talk Podcast, where we keep things real and manly.
That's right, Mike. And today we're talking about those super masculine things we all definitely love. Football, beer, and power tools.
Absolutely, Joe. Nothing like a Sunday with the boys, some drills, and no fancy cocktails. Just beer.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And hey, speaking of which, you ever notice how some guys are just a bit too into their grooming? I mean, a haircut is fine, but eyebrow threading, come on.
Oh, totally. Imagine caring that much about your eyebrows. I certainly don't even own a mirror, apart from the 6 in my bathroom for shaving.
Right. And those reality dating shows. Who even watches those?
Not me. Never caught me watching The Bachelor. Nope, just Monday night football for me.
Exactly, though. Yeah, you gotta admit, some of those guys do have impressive strategies for winning hearts.
Strategies, yeah. It's all about the game plan. Nothing else interesting about that show at all.
Yeah. Right, the game plan. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the man caves, huh? Every man needs one.
Oh, absolutely. A place where you can just be a man with your sports memorabilia and maybe a tasteful, totally masculine scented candle for the smell of victory.
Yeah, yeah. The victory smells surprisingly like lavender, doesn't it?
Sure does. Buddy, sure does. Well, that's all the time we have today.
Thanks for tuning into the Straight Talk podcast. Stay manly, and remember, it's all about keeping it straight.
Oh, man. What are we even doing?
No idea, but it's pretty hilarious. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast.
This has been so
That's
awful.
probably all we're gonna do.
Oh man.
God
of mercy.
Well, thank you all for watching the totally uninformational educational show. I hope you got uninformed and educated. Y'all have a good one. Hope your brain doesn't rot too much.
Bye.
Bye, guys.